Good morning. It's morning here. I'm eating my breakfast. I went to McDonald's and got oatmeal and brown sugar and coffee. And I've got to pick up a grocery order that I paid $66 for. I usually don't like to go in the grocery store anymore. I don't think I ever really liked it, but I know my mom doesn't like it. She doesn't like grocery shopping. So I guess I inherited that, right? But I was sitting here thinking, as I'm stirring my oatmeal, and when I was driving over here, because I'm going to pick it up at Kroger's, it's over here to my right, that, you know, we got into debt because we didn't think of the future. We're always living either in the past, thinking about what could have happened or what we did wrong, and we're in the present trying to fix it, but we didn't look toward the future about what we needed. And that's part of budgeting. You have to look to your future and see what's coming up, what's going to happen. That's why those parts on our budgeting thing, you know, is actual at the end, is what really happens when we get finished. But we have to look toward the future. You have to figure it out and how much money you may need later on. And we get into trouble with that because when you're not budgeting, you're not thinking about the future. You're thinking about now, and it becomes, I want this now. I got to have this now, and there we are. And not thinking about what's going to happen later on, you know, not thinking about emergency funds, or I call them abundance funds or wealth funds for me. Not thinking that we may need something later and then the money's all gone, right? Because we're thinking of the past, things we may have done wrong, and trying to make up for it, upset because maybe somebody passed away, and we're trying to spend a lot of money to soothe our soul, and it's not working. Or just spending money because we're angry at somebody, or just spending money thinking, you know, I deserve this because, and it's really not a good cause. It's not a good reason, but we go on and we try it and we spend money. It's like you're walking into Nordstrom's or with Macy's or wherever, and you just pick up, I deserve that, but you're not thinking of your future, about, you know, you're guessing. And I've did that many times. I've walked into a store and I'm guessing, oh, I might have this much in my savings account. I might have this much in my checking account. I'll worry about it later. The time to worry about it was right then, and checking on it, the future, about, do you have enough money and what is going to happen in the future? What problems may pop up? And we don't like to think of problems popping up, but problems like to pop up when you don't have any money. And budgeting kind of stops that. It will stop that, because you'll start saving money. You should always just, budgeting's really just saving. And the money that you have, you may have it earmarked for something, but you can't get upset, because if you have enough money, you'll be okay. And also, as I tell you all the time, it's intentional spending. That money doesn't know where it's going. It's a piece of paper, it's a dime, it's a nickel, it's a euro. It doesn't know where it's going. It's just money. It's going funneled into wherever you want it to go. But if there's something that happens, it's intentional. You have to go in there. Or maybe you don't have enough for groceries that month. You saved enough, it's intentional. But you meant for it to go for something else, new shoes or something else, or extra groceries or the freezer fund, but you have to go in there and get it. It's intentionally saved. And we have to save that money. We have to keep it in there somewhere. And like I said, call it abundance. Emergency is okay, but to me, it looks like it causes more emergencies on top of it. And that's not cool. We don't want to do that. We want to always think positive. And it's hard. It's hard to think positive all the time. Even when you're driving, somebody will do something, somebody will say something, and your first mind goes to, really? This happened. What are you doing? But we can't do that. We have to try to stay positive. People will tell you that, oh, no, that doesn't work. It doesn't work in your life. Okay, that's your problem. That's something you have to get past. Most people that are not positive, something has blown and they can't shake it off. And you can help them to shake it off, but don't help them to the detriment of yourself, because you'll start feeling bad and not shaking something off. But we have to save. It's intentional spending. We shouldn't be worried about it if we have to spend it. We save enough so that we can save enough for yourself, because you will be upset if you don't have any money. If you don't have anything personally, you won't have any money. And you'll be really upset because, maybe you got kids, maybe you got a spouse, partner, or whatever, the dog, the cat, and they need things, and then you realize you didn't save any money for yourself. You're going to get really jealous and upset because you can't go spend even for a cup of coffee. And you may not think it's bothering you, but after it builds up, it's going to bother you. That's why I said it's intentional saving. You intentionally save it, and then you intentionally spend it. It may not go where you want it to go. And we have to live sometimes in the future. What's going to happen in the future? A lot of people think they don't deserve a future. I don't deserve a future. I got to pay these bills. I got to do this and that. You're paying those bills so that you can get out of debt, and so that you can pay now and play later. Okay? Instead of buy here, pay here, and all this stuff. Okay? You're paying now so you can play later, so that you have a great future and a great time, and you can enjoy yourself. And that you know where your money is. It's so relaxing for me right now, even though I'm not considered debt free. I got my house and all this stuff, but not to have all those other things of a lot of credit cards packed up and this and that, and checking to see, do we have enough on the credit card? All of them are paid up. You can pay your bills every month. What's extra. What's in the savings account. It's just a lot easier. And it's a lot calmer. We're not stressing like we were. And, some people, their voices rise and some don't rise at all. They get upset. But your financial routine should always be, well, I'll tell you mine. I get up in the morning and I immediately look in the bank to make sure everything is okay. Because we have scammers and we have data breaches you don't know anything about. They like to tell you 3 months later, the government does, even though they knew it. So we have to check every month. We have to be there for ourselves and do what we have to do. Nobody's taking care of you but you. And you have to check and see what's going on. What's going on in my account? How much do I have left? What am I spending for? Why am I spending? You have to know your why. Why are you out there spending money? And after a while, you should get tired of your own excuses of why you're spending money, because some of them are bad reasons, and you should be tired of them now. Think of if you were somebody else listening to you, When you get tired of the same excuse and you're not doing anything about it, I would. Definitely I would. You can't keep coming up with the same excuse that, oh, somebody stole from me, so I'm going to go spend. I had a bunch of renters in the house and they tore up the house. Well, you should fix the house. But instead you get mad and you go spend. Somebody passed away. Okay. Grief for a little while. Now, let's fix it. You got to realize you're going to be all right. You need to save. You need to start thinking of your future and keeping your money in track so that you can pay for the future and you can get the things you want and enjoy the things you want. So, have a wonderful day. It's kind of rainy here, hurricane down in the south. We get the remnants of, oh, it's raining. I do remember one hurricane, though. It came through practically all the way up here, and it took out, we didn't go to work or anything. Electric, everything went out. But I want you to have that great day, morning, noon, evening, night. Enjoy yourself. Remember, let's see, who is it? The Green Sheets. I got to remember. Donna Lisa. We will have a giveaway of her product on September the 30th. Around 7 o'clock. That sounds nice. So take care, enjoy yourself, and the 30th is Monday. Remember, it's for the people that attend the live. So be there and enjoy yourself, okay? I want you to have a great day. I'm praying for you always. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you for viewing. I'm still viewing. I may not say anything, but I am viewing. But take care, okay? Bye-bye.